Have you ever regretted the words you spoke in a moment of impulse? Words that seemed harmless at first, but ended up hurting someone else, or worse, yourself. Words carry immense power. They can build bridges or burn them, inspire greatness or sow division. In the noise of modern life, we often speak more than we should, forgetting that wisdom lies not just in what we choose to say, but also in what we choose to leave unsaid. An intelligent person knows that words are more than mere tools of communication. They are reflections of inner depth, composure, and personal values. Today, we'll explore 6 things a truly intelligent person never says. Principles that not only elevate your communication, but also guide you towards a more meaningful, respected, and fulfilled life. Each insight holds the potential to reshape how you view your words and the power they wield. Take this moment for yourself. Listen closely, reflect deeply, and don't miss a single part of what's to come. Number 1. Purposeless complaints. Life doesn't always go as planned. There are days when you find yourself stuck in traffic for hours on the same familiar road, moments when sudden rain disrupts carefully laid plans, or times when a dream you cherished falls short. In those moments, it's all too easy to complain. But have you ever noticed? Complaints won't clear the traffic, stop the rain, or change the outcome. Instead, they pull you deeper into negativity, turning fleeting frustrations into prolonged dissatisfaction. Complaining without purpose is like shouting into an empty void. It changes nothing and only erodes your inner peace. However, not all complaints are meaningless. Sometimes they can spark meaningful change. If you notice inefficiencies at work, don't just grumble. Instead, raise the issue and propose solutions. When a relationship begins to falter, rather than pointing fingers, express your feelings and seek resolution. These are instances where complaints evolve into constructive action, a guiding light toward improvement. The difference lies in intent. Intelligent people only voice their dissatisfaction when it is accompanied by clear goals and a practical plan. Instead of asking, "Why does this always happen to me?" ask, "What lesson can I learn from this?" Every challenge presents an opportunity for growth. Dwelling on complaints blinds you to these opportunities, while reflection and composure reveal them. Picture this. It's a gloomy, rainy day, and your plans have been completely disrupted. Instead of complaining about the weather, you use the time to read a good book, enjoy a warm cup of tea, or simply reflect on the blessings in your life. Such small but intentional shifts transform passivity into proactivity and negativity into positivity. Intelligent individuals direct their energy toward what truly matters. They recognize the finite nature of time and reserve it for pursuits that create genuine value. Instead of complaining about gridlocked traffic, they might listen to an audiobook or learn something new. Instead of dwelling on the sting of failure, they ask themselves, "What can I do differently next time?" These actions not only restore inner peace, but also propel them forward. Remember, each time you feel the urge to complain, you stand at a crossroads. Succumb to negativity or take a step toward positive action. As Marcus Aurelius urged, Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Don't waste your energy lamenting things you cannot change. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself. And when you do, you'll uncover the true power of a wise mind and a strong heart. Number 2. Oversharing future plans. In life, it's natural to feel a rush of excitement when envisioning your future goals. We often feel compelled to share this joy with friends, family, or colleagues. A wise person understands that actions carry far greater weight than words, and the best plans are often those shielded from the gaze of the outside world. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. There's no need to explain or embellish your ambitions. Instead, let your results speak for themselves. When you share your plans excessively, you risk creating a false sense of accomplishment. Our focus should remain firmly on what we can control, not on the fleeting attention of others. Moreover, publicly sharing your plans opens the door to unsolicited opinions. Oversharing plans is akin to stepping onto a stage where every move is scrutinized. While such visibility can provide initial motivation, it more often results in unnecessary pressure. Minor setbacks can feel magnified under the watchful eyes of others. John, a software engineer, once told his colleagues about his plan to develop an app that would revolutionize communication. When his project encountered challenges, the weight of their expectations felt crushing. John began to doubt himself, fearing he had let everyone down. If he had kept his plans private, he could have had the freedom to experiment, fail, and learn without the burden of external judgment. So how can you protect yourself from these pitfalls? First, ask yourself, who truly needs to know about your plans? Not everyone needs to be informed of every step you take. Share your ambitions only with those who can genuinely support you, those who understand you and can provide constructive advice. This is not about seeking validation, but about seeking wisdom and genuine encouragement. Second, let your results speak for you. Instead of repeatedly saying, "I'm going to do this or that," focus on taking meaningful action. When your accomplishments are visible, they will speak for themselves, and no further explanation will be needed. Success is, and always will be, the most powerful statement you can make. Lastly, practice patience and embrace the journey. Big goals take time, and the path to achieving them is often full of unexpected twists and turns. By keeping your plans private, you grant yourself the freedom to adjust and adapt without the weight of external expectations. Picture a ship setting sail, its destination unknown to those watching from the harbor. The captain doesn't announce every detail of the voyage. Instead, they focus on steering steadily through each wave. They know that storms may arise unexpectedly, requiring them to adjust their course. Similarly, by quietly advancing on your path, you allow yourself to face challenges without the fear of disappointing others or needing to justify any changes. Sharing your future plans can foster a sense of connection, but it can also become a burden. And remember, your journey isn't a performance for others. It's a personal commitment to yourself. If oversharing your plans can drain your focus, then complaining without purpose is another way of relinquishing control. Number 3. Denial of mistakes. Denying our mistakes is one of the most instinctive human reactions. We don't do it to deceive others, but often to shield ourselves from the pain and fear of being wrong. Mistakes are not our enemies. They are harsh teachers, but also some of the most reliable guides we will ever have. When you deny a mistake, you are not just turning away from the truth, you are also rejecting an opportunity to learn and grow. Many fear the moment when their mistakes are exposed, but the wise embrace such moments as opportunities to correct and evolve. Accepting mistakes makes you not weaker but stronger, more trustworthy, and more admirable in the eyes of others. But why is this so difficult to do? The answer lies, in part, in our ego. We fear that admitting mistakes will lower our value in the eyes of others. The reality is the opposite. Intelligent individuals know that owning their faults is not only an act of humility, but also a testament to their strength. Denying a mistake is like erecting a fragile wall. You might think it protects you, but in truth, it reveals your insecurities and fears. When something goes wrong, resist the urge to shift blame outward. Instead, ask yourself, what role did I play in this? Reflection is the first step to confronting the issue. Only by accepting our mistakes can we begin to address and learn from them. But acknowledging errors is not where it ends. What matters even more is what you do next. How will you repair the mistake and prevent it from happening again? Taking responsibility doesn't just fix the immediate problem, it rebuilds trust and strengthens relationships. Remember, every mistake is an opportunity to improve, not an end point. In reality, owning up to mistakes is as relevant in personal relationships as it is in professional ones. Acknowledging mistakes, big or small, is the truest way to live honestly and preserve self-respect. Mistakes are not the end. They are turning points, opportunities for you to become better. When you have the courage to confront them, you'll find that they don't make you weaker, they help you grow. So, the next time you find yourself in the midst of a mistake, remember this: denial only sets you back. But acceptance is the first step toward moving forward. So what will you choose? Will you run from your mistakes, or will you transform them into stepping stones for growth? The answer will define who you are. Recognizing and admitting mistakes is a courageous step, but it is not the final one on the path to becoming a wise and reliable person. Number 4. Dismissal of others' opinions. In the intricate world of human interaction, one of the clearest marks of true wisdom is the ability to respect others' opinions. Think for a moment. Have you ever shared an idea or perspective, only to see it dismissed before you even had the chance to explain? That moment doesn't just leave you feeling frustrated, it leaves a deeper impression, a sense that your voice doesn't matter. This isn't just a personal wound, it's a missed opportunity for both sides. The one who dismisses an opinion loses a chance to understand, and the one whose voice is disregarded loses a chance to connect. When you disregard another's opinion, you not only shut down the possibility of learning, but also confine yourself to the narrow borders of your own world. This act is akin to closing the door on growth itself, for wisdom doesn't stem from self-satisfaction, but from an openness to what you do not yet know. Have you ever been in a debate where all you wanted was to prove you were right? It's a natural reaction, but pause for a moment and ask yourself, am I trying to understand them, or am I just defending my ego? When you pause and pose that question, you're taking a courageous step, setting your ego aside to seek genuine connection. After all, in every disagreement, the goal isn't to win or lose, but to understand one another a little better. Listening doesn't mean agreeing. It is, however, a demonstration of respect. When you genuinely listen, you not only show that you value the other person, but you also build trust and connection. The wise know that even the most misguided opinion may carry a kernel of truth, and if not, it still offers insight into how others think and feel. Listening is not merely an act, but an art, the art of coexisting with diverse ideas without letting them overshadow your own. To achieve this, we must practice humility. Ultimately, respecting others' opinions isn't just an act of kindness, it's a wise strategy. When you open yourself to differing perspectives, you gain not only knowledge, but also stronger relationships built on trust and mutual respect. Wisdom isn't about proving you're always right. It's about understanding that everyone, in their own way, has something to teach you. Thus, learning from others doesn't just make you more humble. It opens the door for you to recognize your own mistakes more deeply. Number 5. Knowledge boasting. Imagine this. You're having a conversation with someone, and all they do is talk about their achievements, knowledge, or expertise. There's no pause, no space for you to contribute, just an endless stream of self-praise. How does that make you feel? Perhaps you smile politely and nod, but deep down, a sense of discomfort starts to creep in. It's not because their knowledge lacks value, but because the way they present it strips away the humility that is so essential. Just as the sun doesn't need to announce that it shines, true wisdom doesn't need to boast. It exists quietly yet profoundly, like a gentle river nourishing everything it touches. When we boast about our knowledge, it's akin to muddying the river's clarity, obscuring its natural beauty. Instead of leaving a positive impression, we unintentionally create distance, making others feel measured or even diminished. Stoicism advises us to let our actions and results speak for themselves. An intelligent person doesn't need to declare their competence. They simply demonstrate it and allow others to recognize it naturally. Humility doesn't mean hiding your abilities. It means continuously expanding them. When you boast, you not only devalue your knowledge, but also close yourself off to new lessons and perspectives. A humble mind understands that what it knows is just a fragment of the vast world of wisdom. By choosing to listen instead of speak, you open yourself up to deeper understanding and build more authentic relationships. A wise person knows they don't need to fill every moment with words. Their presence and carefully considered contributions speak volumes. In discussions, the best listeners often earn the most respect. They don't just understand others' perspectives. They build trust through genuine empathy and sincerity. Avoiding boastfulness doesn't mean suppressing self-expression. It means expressing yourself in a way that elevates others. Stoicism emphasizes that timely silence is a form of power. It not only helps maintain inner balance, but also fosters lasting strength in relationships. True wisdom doesn't crave the spotlight. It resides in humility, in the quiet yet meaningful actions that shape lives, and in the way you uplift others through both your words and your silence. Remember, truly intelligent people live for value, not applause. We've now reached the midpoint of our journey, and this is the perfect moment to pause, take a deep breath, and celebrate your small victory. The fact that you're still here proves your determination and your desire to grow. It shows you're not someone who gives up easily, but someone willing to explore, listen, and improve. Be proud of your efforts, because not everyone has the persistence to continue on this path toward wisdom and self-awareness. Number 6. Thoughtless promises. Words are the most precious gift we can offer, yet they are a double-edged sword if not wielded with care. A promise made in a fleeting moment of enthusiasm can spark hope, but it can also sow disappointment if left unfulfilled. Imagine promising a friend that you would help them move house over the weekend. The promise may have slipped out easily, but when the day arrives, your own personal commitments prevent you from keeping it. Your friend, feeling let down, may begin to doubt your sincerity. Words, when not backed by action, lose their inherent power and can erode the trust others have in you. As Epictetus once reminded us, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Let not your promises become hollow. Instead, let them reflect the reliability of your character. Not just promises, but even impulsive, thoughtless remarks can lead to unintended consequences. A careless criticism uttered in anger or an ill-timed joke can wound someone or create unnecessary misunderstandings. In life, it is not about how much you say, but the meaning your words carry. An intelligent person understands that silence, in the right moment, is not a weakness, but a profound expression of wisdom and self-control. So, how can we avoid falling into the trap of reckless words or unrealistic promises? The first step is to cultivate awareness. Before making any commitment, ask yourself, do I genuinely have the capacity and time to fulfill this? When someone asks you for something difficult, resist the urge to answer immediately. Pause, breathe, and consider the weight of your response. In that quiet space, you can temper your thoughts and choose your words more wisely. Above all, remember that words are not just a means of conveying information. They are a mirror reflecting who you are. An intelligent person understands that if their words do not reflect their true nature, they are nothing but hollow echoes. They tread carefully before speaking, knowing that their words not only define their thoughts, but also shape the way the world perceives them.